Welcome to the orientation video for Jim Moss Center for Nursing Simulation Lab. Prior to simulation, it is required for each student to read the Nursing Student Handbook Simulation section for ground rules of simulation. Additionally, each student will be required to sign a simulation confidentiality statement and video recording release. The simulation suite consists of 6 client care rooms, all equipped for students to provide nursing care through multiple simulated scenarios. This allows students to practice critical thinking, clinical decision-making, and psychomotor skills in a safe, controlled environment. There are 3 rooms, each with an adult male simulator, 1 home suite simulation room, 1 OB simulation suite with mother and baby, as well as 1 room with a pediatric client.
Each simulation suite has its own monitoring system. Here on the first line, the green is your heart rate, which is 81. We also have our SpO2 monitoring, which is here in yellow. Our reading is 95%. When you do an SpO2 reading, for it to actually pick up, you will put the clip on the finger. If it is off, you will not have an accurate reading. This monitor also will show you a temperature, which is 99, as well in white, which is your respiratory rate of 12. The heart rate, the SpO2, the temperature, and the respiratory rate is real-time monitoring and is ongoing the whole time your patient is hooked up. What will not be real-time is your blood pressure. It's located here in red in the bottom left corner. To get an accurate blood pressure reading, you're going to have to select from the bottom row of selections and hit the Stop Start button, which I'll select here now, and then you will get a new blood pressure reading.
There are 2 debriefing conference rooms where students are able to watch video recordings of their simulation experience. Faculty will lead each debriefing where feedback is provided on the simulation participants' performance and reflective thinking is encouraged. A medication room holds supplies for medication administration as well as a Pyxis modeled after one used at the current clinical site.
So during simulation, you will use the Pyxis medication station to obtain your medications. As you can see, your user ID in our facility will always be JSCCSN. Your password will be graduate. So let's get into the Pyxis system. This is just saying that the orders may not be current, but that's okay. That's my responsibility. You will be wanting to remove medications for your patient. So we'll hit this. The patient's names that are available in this console will show up on the screen. We're just going to use a patient for demonstration purposes. Every medication that has been ordered for that patient will show up on this screen. As you can see, the ampicillin is grayed out, which you may encounter at the hospital. What that means is that needs to be reloaded by the pharmacy. So I will take care of these here at our console. So let's get our Cardizem for this patient. It's highlighted. I want to remove it. So the drawer or the door that your medication will be located in will open. This is telling us that this is in drawer 1, which just opened, pocket 17. So we're going to go to pocket 17 and look at that medication to be sure it's the one that we want. Now remember, students, this is another place where error can occur. Somebody loaded these medications into these drawers, so don't assume just because it's in this pocket that's the correct medication. Alright, so I've determined that. I'm going to close my drawer when I'm finished. And then please exit every time you use the Pyxis system so no other nurse can come behind you and remove medications under your name and password.
Other equipment utilized throughout simulation may be the Alaris IV pump, a code cart for dispensing emergency medication and equipment, and an isolation cart for infection prevention and control.
Your mannequin is going to be able to talk with you. And I'm going to say, good morning, Mr. Jones. My name is Cassie. I'm going to be your nurse taking care of you today. And your mannequin is going to be able to talk back to you.
Good morning.
So, Mr. Jones, how are you feeling today? Are you in any pain?
I'm not having any pain, but I just don't feel good.
What brought you into the hospital today?
I couldn't breathe and I was sick at my stomach.
He may also do things that might be surprising. For example, he is capable of screaming.
Oh!
He is capable of vomiting. Additionally, he is capable of coughing. Each simulator has the capability for normal or adventitious sounds in all assessment areas. Heart sounds can be auscultated. Lung sounds can be auscultated. Wheezes, crackles, or clear breath sounds are some that may be heard. Vowel sounds can be auscultated. They may be hypoactive, hyperactive, present, or absent. The carotid pulse may be palpated. Bilateral radial pulses may also be palpated. As well as the femoral pulse. Lastly, bilateral pedal pulses may be palpated.
Next, watch as Jackson State nursing students participate in the clinical simulation lab.
That white blood cell counts up too.
He's also wheezing.
He's gonna be helping me take care of you. You're still feeling short of breath? Does that help any?
I'll raise you up, so hopefully that'll get your blood pressure up a little bit. Try it now. Take it.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth. I'm going to listen to your lungs. It's going to be a little bit cold, but we'll warm it up, okay?